Hi everyone, welcome back to another episode of Flipping Furniture. My name is Monica and I am the founder and creator of Girasol Vintage. Hello again. This week I'm bringing you guys a fun project. I'm going to be redoing this mid-century modern record cabinet that I found in Facebook Marketplace for $50. Now stay tuned to the end so you can find out the listing price for this awesome piece. As you can see, it does have a few minor scratches here and there, but it's in overall great condition. As you can see, the inside is pretty cool. It does have 5 different spaces for your records or vinyls, whatever you want to call them. And it also has some pretty cool legs, and I'm going to be removing the metal from the legs, and we're going to make sure that the hardware, the pulls, and the legs match. So grab your snack and let's get started. As always, our first step is going to be removing the hardware. Now luckily for me, this piece only has 2 pulls, which is amazing. The past few videos, I've been doing full sets. So 2 videos back, that was a full set of 3 pieces, and I was pretty happy to be able to do a smaller piece for this week. I hope you guys don't mind. So before I do any cleaning or anything like that, I am going to be removing the legs, because what I want to do is I want to sand them down and restain them in a different stain color. So first things first, I'm going to go ahead and remove the little metal, and I don't know why. I have power tools, but for some reason I also feel comfortable using like a regular screwdriver, So anyway, I'm going to be removing the legs so I can sand them down to bare wood and so we can restain them. Okay, so let me tell you guys a little bit about this piece. I know it looks really nice on camera, and it is nice. However, this is not real wood. This is laminate, and because of that, we're going to be painting over it. Now, the legs, I will be leaving the legs. I'm just going to stain them. I'm not going to paint them, and that's going to be our natural element for this project. Here I'm just taking my cleaner and scrubbing down the doors and the top and the sides just to make sure that I have a clean canvas to work with. Once I was done cleaning my piece, I went ahead and took my surf prep sander with a medium abrasive pad, and this is to help me get rid of the shine. When you are painting over laminate, I know a lot of people get scared because they don't think that their paint is going to stick to it. It will stick to it. You just have to make sure that you clean, scuff sand, and that you prime. You cannot miss those steps. In other pieces, in other projects, you can get away with no prime, definitely, and sometimes you can get away with no scuff sanding. But for this project, we have to scuff sand, and we also have to prime. So I went ahead and switched up my abrasive pad to a 120 grit sandpaper, and this is just to help me sand off the finish, and it's going to help me get to bare wood. I wanted to go ahead and do all my sanding before I sprayed my piece because I want to get rid of all the dust first. I don't want it falling on my piece. And this is what they look like after I sand them down. Alright, so to do my priming, I'm going to be using this Bullseye primer. This is in gray. It's supposed to be better for when you're painting with dark colors, and that's what we're going to be doing with this piece. So here I'm just making sure that I am mixing in all the pigments from the primer, and as always I'm going to be using my cheapy $1 roller with the whole kit. And I don't mind using this. It does leave quite a bit of texture on the piece. However, I always sand in between, so it doesn't really matter to me. And while you guys watch me priming, I just want to go ahead and talk to you guys a little bit about my channel and what the plan is for 2022. So as you have noticed, I haven't been really consistent with adding one video every week, and that's not because I'm not working. It's just that I have been doing big sets. And that's my fault. I shouldn't really take on huge sets because it takes me a long time to finish them. And so I think YouTube really likes it for us to be able to put up content once a week. And so with that being said, I'm going to start working on smaller pieces versus doing these huge gigantic sets at a time. However, if you guys have any requests for a specific type of furniture or a specific type of finishing style, let me know in the comments down below. I don't know if you guys realize this, but every single comment you guys put on my videos really does help my channel and the algorithm to push my videos to other people. So again, I want to thank you guys for everything that you do for this channel, for every single one of your comments. I literally am at a place right now where I can answer literally every single one of your comments, and I love when you guys ask questions. So if you have any questions, any comments, any constructive criticism, that is also welcome as long as you're being nice. Go ahead and put it in the comments down below to help my channel continue growing. Okay, so for this project, we're going to be using Dixie Belle's colored greens. And this is just a really dark, rich green. I love this color. I've had it in my stash for a long time, and I didn't have the right piece for it. So here you just see me pouring my paint into my sprayer. That's a big no-no. You really shouldn't ever just pour the paint into the sprayer. I was just rushing a little bit, and I'm risking clogging my sprayer. So just be careful when you're doing this. Now, I don't have a specific water to paint ratio to give you guys, but you'll see when I'm done mixing my paint, you'll see how it runs off of the tongue depressor, and that just tells me that that is the right consistency and that it'll run smoothly through my sprayer. So now that we've gotten all the prep work out of the way, let's go ahead and start spraying. Now this is not sped up, this is in real time. This is why I love spraying, because it's really fast and it does leave a very smooth finish. Now, am I the only weirdo that finds spraying satisfying? Let me know in the comments down below what are some things that you also find satisfying. Alright, so for the legs and the pulls, I'm going to be spraying them because I want them to match. So I'm going to be using my Rust-Oleum Metallic Paint and Primer in 1, and this is in pure gold. Now when you're spraying your hardware, first of all, you want to make sure that you're protecting your lungs. You do not want to be breathing in these fumes. You're going to do thin coats, and you're going to wait a few hours in between and then go again with thin coats. You do not want to do thick coats because you'll end up with a mess. This is what it looks like after I've done my second coat. After it dries, I'm going to go over with a 400 grit sandpaper just to smooth out any imperfections. So I'm going to be using this Varathane wood stain in Special Walnut to stain the legs. I really like this color. It's probably one of my favorite ones, and you'll see once I'm done staining the legs why I like it so much. Here I'm just taking my detail brush to go over some of the areas where my sprayer didn't reach, and I'm going to be doing this to both doors. To seal my piece, I'm going to be using some DIY wax, and I'm just going to be applying it with a small brush. After I apply it, I let it sit for about 5 minutes, and then I go over it with a dark rag. If you made it to the end, I'll just go ahead and tell you I will be posting this piece for $350 on Facebook Marketplace, and it'll be to be picked up at my booth at the Newburgh Vintage Emporium. Records and vinyls are pretty hot right now, so this piece will get snatched up right away. Thank you so much for watching my video. Don't forget to show my channel some love. Subscribe if you haven't already done so, and I'll see you guys next week for another furniture flip. Bye bye.